Good evening, VB Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. It's Thursday. Always excited. Now, I will say I'm recording this Wednesday because I'm actually off today. But nonetheless, tonight's presentation, stick around. Great concept for tonight's video. With all of the talk of AI and the revolution of software going forward, there's three stocks really taking over the news right now. Palantir, Nebius Group, and BigBearAi, Big Bear, right? Well, these companies, we all know they're taking off like rocket ships. If you're in them, hey, you're making a lot of money right now. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if you're not in these and you're thinking about, hey, what are the next potentials going into 2025 and the later half of this year? With software, right? I was in the VectorVest 7 system. All three of these companies are in software industry related, right? So we're going to jump into VectorVest 7 software. I'm going to show you these three industries. They're three different industries. They're hot right now. And we're actually going to use the Unisearch part of the program and see if we can find some potential candidates. That's right, some low dollar price stocks that have the high potential for growth going forward. So if this is something that you're interested in, you think software is going to be hot in 2025, this video might just put the right fish on your radar. All right, first things first, we're in the viewers tab, the stock viewer. I've got Palantir, Nebius Corp, and Big Bear. If I scroll over to the right, this is what it's about, right? Look at the industry: software, security, internet, software, business. Software is the place to be. I know semiconductor videos are typically what I do on Thursdays, but hey, we're seeing the transition. We've already seen it from hardware semiconductor companies, now that momentum in the software space. I don't think the momentum is done with the semiconductors by any means, but I think adding some software companies with some semiconductors is a great recipe for a successful portfolio if you haven't already considered software companies going forward. So let's go ahead and jump into Unisearch here. If I scroll over Unisearch, this is what I got here, right? The stock has to be less than $10. We're filtering it to only these three industries, right? We've got VST descending. So out of all the stocks that came in the list, if I run the search here, we'll just update it real quick. These are the stocks at the top of the list here. Look, the safety ratings, you're not going to get much safety in this space. But look at the RVs. Some of these RVs are well above one, showing me the potential for long-term price appreciation to outperform bonds, right? And that's a big thing with interest rates, pretty high levels right now. So let's graph the top 10. And before I do that, get your screenshot, do whatever you have to do. There's a lot of big companies on this list. This maps here, that's on my radar. Rimini Street, on my radar. So let's take a look at these. We'll graph the top 10. Now, here's a company here, Toya Inc., software company. Look, greatly undervalued. Price action finally breaking out to the upside. It is overvalued right now. This position showing a lot of momentum to the upside. If I zoom into 3 months, I do see this upper wick. If you're looking for confirmation, take out that upper wick. But as long as the 3 is above the 8, we're in the fast lane. Hey, great opportunity. Now, if you're more of an investor, right, have some patience. I see some consolidation here around 250. I wouldn't be surprised at some point if that price action came back down, but otherwise play this like a momentum trade to the upside. Now, this is actually a great stock here. Glad we found this one. Here we've got CTV Corp. If we go back, we're back at 1 year now. We see the gap up, consolidation ever since, tight trading range. Now, I could throw some freehand lines or horizontal lines on here, show you a channel, but it's pretty clear that that's going to be a channel. Just do the line, see if you want to do a breakout to either way. But I'm going to be honest, I think there's better positions here. Here we got WCT. Look at this. Stock is actually just reached its valuation here, 247. Stock hasn't been out long, right? We see a nice sell-off here. The bottom looks like it might be in already, but we see the momentum to the upside here. So this might be a good one to buy on the dip. We see a fresh buy rating here as well. If I scroll down to the next stock, we've got RMNI, Rimini Street. Look at, I said this thing is hot. Value on the rise, price action on the rise. That's my favorite chart pattern here. We do see a little upper wick here with some follow through today. Let's go to 1 month here. So yeah, bearish. So, obviously the stock is starting to roll over here. Look at some levels of support. You probably get a level of support here if I use a horizontal line, and that's going to put you around $3. Now, if I scroll down to the next stock, we've got Agora Inc. Nice momentum to the upside, value on the rise, price action on the rise. This might not be a bad dip. It's hitting the 20-day EMA. See if we get a good pivot here. My stop, if you decide to get into this, would be yesterday's bottom wick, right? If that momentum to the downside continues, get me out of the trade. But otherwise, looking pretty bullish right now. Nice, strong buy rating. I like a lot of these stocks. A lot of good fish here. Look, lower left, upper right. I see it looks like, shooting star potentially here. Hey, look for follow through. Not saying buy it right now, But this, again, another great stock to have on your radar. The only thing I don't like, the forecasted data, on the decline, or sales growth rate pretty flat. So there's definitely better other positions here. Here is Maps. I like Maps a lot. And just as a disclaimer, my cousin was on the NASDAQ, actually did the opening bell for when this company went public. And I can already tell you, if I go back to 5 years, look, not so good. But look at the valuation. That's why I like the power of the VectorVest 7 software. It's not biased at all. I could tell you all crazy things about it, but look, company way overvalued here. Now it's undervalued. This is a weed company, essentially. They just have an app and show you where the the dispensaries and things of that nature are. But look, the stock's trading at $1.43, value $2.35. Put this one on your radar. I'm telling you, put this one on your radar, especially, legislation and stuff, things of that nature. This is going to be a good company going forward. We see just getting back into the fast lane here. So whether you're a trade or an investor, this could be appropriate either way. And I'm honest. So when it first came out, way up there at $10, $15, horrible idea. Now the stock has came to us. It's presented itself as an investment or a trade, especially if you break out above these prior swing highs here. This really could be a good company. Now, if we scroll down, we got the next one here. Motable Inc. This is very choppy. I imagine it's going to be low volume. But look at value. Value's on the rise. Price action's on the rise. Undervalued currently. So if you got a smaller account and you don't plan on buying a whole lot of shares, this might be a good company for you. But again, it is pretty low volume. Now here we've got GMM. Look, value on the decline. Price action on the decline. I'm not here for it. The only thing it's got going for it is undervalued. We see the channel here. Tight trading range. Wait for the breakout. Don't try to guess which way it's going to go. Wait for a breakout, look for a good anchor on that breakout, or, good retest, and it probably will be off to the races. Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the stock was, if we take a look here, the prior high coming at $15. Right now it's at $4.31. So it's a bargain in my book. But, as far as the technicals, waiting for a little more confirmation, hey, never a bad idea. We got NTG, Clarity, Networks, never heard of this before. But this is why I love Unisearch, right? Obviously, we know it's pretty low volume. I can tell by the gappiness and the candlesticks here. So again, if you have a smaller account and you want to put some money or some potential in these smaller cap companies, this is a company here. Look, value on the rise, price action on the rise, nice strong buy rating. The forecasted data sales growth rate 106%, growth rate in earnings 31%. Now, before I leave you guys, I'm going to close out of here. And I'm going to scroll down this just in case you don't have access to the software here. Let me just put let's go to all, give you some fish here, run the search. We'll hit OK because that's too many stocks. Lots of stocks here. So definitely get your screenshot out. Write this down. We'll scroll down here a little bit. Look, lots of fish here. Lots of fish. These hold and sells mean that they're not at highs, right? These are potential dips you may want to take a look at. So as I scroll down, man, a lot of names here that are unfamiliar. So again, if you're looking for, hot stocks in a hot space, these right here, these are the stocks you need to take a look at utilizing the VectorVest 7 software, the power of the software. Again, if you don't have access to it, it's okay. You can go on the website, vectorvest.com, take out a trial, or just go to, vectorvest.com/YT. We have a trial special there just for our YouTube members. Now, I hope everyone has enjoyed tonight's presentation. Lots of fish for everybody. I saw the green light flashing earlier today. That's why I want to, put some stocks on your radar. We're not getting quite the confirmation I'd like to see in the color guard, but it's coming, close to fruition there. So I do see the potential for the upside, and these stocks may just help out your portfolio. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.